You got this.
Okay, here we go.
So how do you guys kind of, your art, how do you view that? Like how you're saying like, I don't know, what you're saying in your songs like that?
How do we view our
I don't
art?
know.
Well, it's funny because I think when I've been in bands before, I was writing music that I knew what I was doing. Like I want to be in a rock band, I want to be in a pop rock band, I want to be in a kind of like an art rock band. I could speak in some ways much more clearly about what that music was, what that art was. But now that I feel like I've grown to the point where I'm doing something that's much more authentic to me, it's a lot harder. It's hard for me to have perspective on myself. So I think the previous question really goes to that, which is like, if I had to describe it, I think this just represents us. You're like getting an idea of like who we are. Like when it's crazy, when it's wild, when it's angry, when it's tender, like those are just aspects of who we are as people. So it kind of just comes through that way. I think there are people who operate even very well with some more emotional distance from their work, but we don't do that.
But I mean, you can have the severity with like, it's just like a person, because like I write super literal. Like when I write my own music, everything is just like, it's super literal, and like I don't even like it sometimes. Just like I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't really do it any other way. But then I hear other artists that are doing that, and I'm like, oh, that's because that's who they are, you know?
Right.
So like you have to find out your thing, and then, but you have to try out a bunch of different things to find out.
Yeah.
I think one thing that we do too is just push the edge of where we're comfortable almost every performance, so that we're not playing the song the same way twice. So maybe I'll start a verse that I've never sung before, because Drew will say, "Sing the first verse, go," and I'm like, okay. And then it changes the way we play the song and the way people feel, because they know it's fresh. So
I think the thing that we all hope is, the way that we view it ideally is for it to just be really true and really and true in the moment in which we're playing it, you know? I mean, I think the way that, just the way that we view our own thing is that it really is who we are. I mean, we keep kind of coming back to this, so it must be clear that that's what we're saying. But yeah, just that it's true. Like I don't want to. I think the worst thing that I could hear is that somebody says that it seems like we're faking it, or that it seems like we're trying to be like somebody else, because that's.
or that we're not giving it all we have.
Yeah.
I don't really care what they say because it's not true.
Well, you know, and what's more is that it's such a terrifying place out there to put your art out into the world, and what if everybody hates it? What if everyone thinks I'm an idiot? You know, like all that kind of stuff.
You guys hear like my voice cracking and stuff, and like, I was super embarrassed, and like our voice is blown out because we were doing all this stuff, but it's just way better when you let it out. Just way better. And then other people are like, oh, that was kind of cool, even though it feels
It's a little wrong, yeah.
Well, and the other thing is that if you're being honest with yourself about your work, I found that I don't even care what they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like somebody goes, "Oh, that song was like a really stupid song," and I just go,
Nope.
I just go, no, they just didn't understand it. Like I just feel like I'm on much more solid footing than if I would have just constructed the idea in my mind and was not true to who I am.